And welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and today we're doing some search and rescue ops in the H-125 here in Provo, Utah. But hey, we are not in career mode this time. We're in free flight mode thanks to Say Intentions has added a brand new feature to allow you to do search and rescue missions with any helicopter anywhere. Literally any helicopter anywhere, which is pretty cool. And it even gives you some really cool comm communications and things like that, all AI generated. Of course, you can basically talk to it as you please. I'm just going to show you how it works. Before we do that though, we go ahead and do our walk around here and make sure that the pitot is uncovered by our remove before flight flags. We'll also get the rotors removed, not the rotor removed, but you know, the cover removed. We'll check under here, make sure that looks good. Looks good to me. Continue on back and we'll get the exhaust pipe uncovered. And man, look at the paint on I love this livery. I love the way the paint and the reflections look in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Now this helicopter is not perfect, we know that. There's many things wrong with it. It's not the perfect thing, but I decided to use it today, the default one, just for the example. But we'll go ahead and make sure we don't forget that remove before flight on the bottom. We'll make sure that we're good on here on the left. That is good. Yep. And we could even remove the engine cover, which looks really nice, I gotta say. Visually, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 is always doing their thing. Anyways, continue to walk around here. You can see the crew is already inside and ready to go for our mission today. We are running with live time, live weather, and yeah. I've been looking forward to this. We've been needing an add-on like this because I've been kind of honestly disappointed in the helicopter ops and search and rescue ops in the career mode. So we needed the ability to do it in free flight. Anyways, I'm going to show you how. Let's go get the aircraft started up first, and then we will call up dispatch and talk to them. So first things first, we can use a checklist if you want. We'll be legit. We'll be official. We're our checklist here. We've already done a pre-flight inspection. We'll go to before start engine. Make sure our rotor brake is released. That is this guy right here. He is released. Fuel shut off is forward. That's that right there. That's good to go. Twist grip is in the idle position. That is down here on our collective. And we have our engine start selector set to off, which it is. Our battery is going to come on. So we'll click on that. Nice. And in instrument lighting systems, no need to worry about that really too much, but we can go put that into the day mode and get some of our system's light just kind of brighten. It's usually pretty dark for some reason in this helicopter. Go ahead and bring the audio down. You can hear the ATC already kicking in there from Say Intentions AI ATC. And we'll go ahead and go to our pedals. Make sure those are free. That's good. Flight controls are good too. Make sure they're kind of somewhat centered. Heating system and demister, no need for that today. And starting engine, we'll go our fuel pump to on. There we go. And we'll get our engine start selector, which is up in the top here. And covered. There it is. Engines are firing up. Okay, good engine starts, and all of our temps are looking good. We'll go to our after start checklist. We'll get our generator turned to on, anti-collision lights on, and avionics on. We'll get the horn on as well, and we'll make sure our COM2 radio is actually active. There we go, nice. We'll also get our pitot heat on, and we'll turn the fuel pump off.
Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot.
Okay, we have information Foxtrot, and the altimeter is 3049. We'll switch over to tower. That's where we're going to be going for departure. But first, let's get in contact with dispatch, because that is who is going to give us our mission. And to do that with Say Intentions, all you got to do is put your radio on. It can be your COM2 as well. Put your radio into 122.11. So go here. And 122. There we go. 0.11. And I'll put that in my main comm frequency there. And then all I gotta do is call them up and it will give us our mission. So let's go ahead and ping them real quick. Dispatch, Rescue 6 is ready to go.
Dispatch Rescue, we have a situation involving a rockfall victim in a canyon. Two hikers, Robert and Mary, were caught in a sudden rockfall while exploring a remote canyon. Robert has sustained a severe leg injury, and Mary is in shock. They managed to send a distress signal before their communication device was damaged. Your mission is to locate and rescue them. Proceed with caution as the terrain is rugged. 9 miles northeast of the airport, rough heading is 040, located roughly latitude 40.30 and longitude minus 111.58. We're sending your crew over now. You can expect to be airborne in a few minutes.
Alright, so they're going to send over Andrea and Patrick to help us out. That'll be our crew today. Pretty intense with the sound effects and everything.
Good morning, sir. Good to meet you. I'm your rescue tech, Andrea, and this is our flight medic, Patrick.
Yep.
You ready for this? The crew and I are loading up now. Just a moment.
Nice, nice. Alright, so Andrea and Patrick is our search and rescue team. We have on board the H-125 today. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a rough heading where we're going today. As you heard, we'll be rescuing Robert and Mary from a sudden rockfall injury. Sounds pretty bad. So we got to get out there as fast as we can. It's about 9 miles northeast of our position right now, and a rough heading of 040. So let's go ahead and put that in here. There's 03, 040 right around there. Put our heading on that as well. So that's going to be our distance again is 9 miles and that rough heading. So we do our best to try to find that. That is really all the information
sir, Patrick and I are ready. Let's move out.
Nice. All right, they're ready. I'm ready. We're ready. The other thing too is it does give you a legit latitude and longitude. So if you want to put that into your like GTN 750 or Google Maps or whatever, you can do that. I'm actually going to try to not use any of that today and see how well we do. There's also another trick you can do. I may show you a little bit later, but we'll see. But anyways, go ahead and go back here, and we'll just kind of get rid of our EFB for this flight, and let's go ahead and switch back over to tower, and we will go ahead and get our VFR clearance to, I believe we're heading to the northeast of our position, so we'll request VFR departure to the north out of Provo.
Avro 53 uniform, winds 21026, runway 13, cleared for ILS approach.
Provo Tower, Rescue 6 is over at South Ramp, requesting VFR departure from present position.
Rescue 6, winds 350 at 3. Departure from the apron will be at your own risk.
Copy, winds 350 at 3. Departure from the apron at my own risk. Rescue 6, thank you. Alright, we've been cleared the green lights. We'll go down here, put our throttle into flight idle. That's good to go. We also get our land lights on, which is right here. There we go. And we are ready to go. Alright, let's go. Call sign Rescue 6 en route.
50 at 17 runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Pilatus 99 Victor, runway 18, cleared for the option.
Alright, we're in a fairly stable hover here. We're going to bring it up and point our nose in the direction we want to go. And this is where we want to go. Towards the mountains, let's go.
Cleared for the option.
It's pretty cool. I love mixing the search and rescue ops with the ATC. Something I've always wanted to do. It adds such a dynamic to the flight, you know what I mean? So heading northeastbound out of Provo, Utah. Beautiful area. I love flying out in this area, and obviously it looks just so good in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. But yeah, I was honestly pretty disappointed in the career mode search and rescue, and even a lot of the helicopter ops. It just felt too scripted. Felt really grindy, and something like this was much needed. The ability to do search and rescue, to be able to generate search and rescue missions out literally anywhere, and be able to fly with any helicopter as well. Now there are a few limitations, and I'll mention those as we approach them, but honestly this is a lot of fun. I'm actually going to switch over to dispatch now, because It's a pretty big airspace out here. Let's go ahead and contact dispatch and we'll get a new heading. Dispatch, Rescue 6 skids up.
Provo Tower, guys, 738 on final runway 13.
Copy, Rescue 6. Skids up acknowledged. Proceed to the incident site, 9.1 miles north, heading 350. Stay safe out there.
Can we get a updated bearing and heading, or distance and bearing for Rescue 6? Yeah, because I think we might be a bit off. We'll see. We'll get an updated bearing to the last known location.
Rescue 6, updated bearing to the incident site is 9.5 miles north, heading 345.
Oh, wow. 9 miles for 345, so we're still 9 miles away. Interesting. I guess maybe I flew the wrong direction, so we'll go ahead and rotate my reference here. I don't have an autopilot, really. I'm just using this to kind of give me an idea of what direction I'm supposed to be flying to. And we'll go ahead and update our crew, Andrea and Patrick, on how far out we are and everything. So about 9 miles out. Hey, Andrea, we're 9 miles out from the AO. Man, looking good. Look at these mountains.
Hey, Blue. Thanks for the update. We're ready to go when you are. Just let us know when we're in position to deploy.
Nice. So yeah, I love how the crew actually reply to you. They'll even help you search for the victims as well, and we'll show you that when we get a little closer. Alright guys, we are less than 5 miles away from the last known position. I want all eyes looking for this patient.
Copy that, Blue. We're scanning the area and ready to deploy once you give the word.
Perfect. So they're going to help us out. They're going to be looking as well. And I think it's going to be on this mountain. We're going to ask dispatch for an updated heading and bearing one more time. Dispatch, can we get an updated bearing and heading one more time?
Incident site is 4.5 miles southeast of the aircraft, heading 155 east.
4.5 southeast, so that's where I left. So it's not on this mountain. It might be on that other mountain over there. Yeah, I think it's on that mountain right there. So 155. Again, watching out. Looking for anything abnormal. Looking for any kind of, bright colors like orange, yellow, blue, like, colors that kind of stand out in nature. Hopefully they're not wearing black, green, or brown. That's going to make our life a lot harder. Dispatch, Rescue 6, we are in the area. What color is the victim wearing? Let's see what they say about that.
The victim, Robert, is wearing a bright red jacket and Mary is wearing a yellow backpack. This should
nice.
help you spot them more easily in the rugged terrain.
A red jacket, yellow backpack. Thank you very much, and can we get an updated heading and a bearing of the victim? They're actually helping me. I love that. That's cool. Alright.
Incident site is 2 miles northeast of your current position, heading 065.
Alright, 2 miles northeast. That's behind us. 065. Oops. So that way. I'll tell you what, man. Every time I ask for the bearing, they kind of give me the runaround here. But now, if this is too hard for you, let me show you a way you can make it a little bit easier. And I kind of like this technique right now. At least with an aircraft like this, where I don't really have avionics to help me. Like, I usually would have put the GPS coordinate right here in my avionics, but I couldn't do that with the 125, at least not the default one. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my EFB on, and whenever, for whatever reason, at the moment, when they spawn in objects via, say, intentions, it actually shows on the map. And I think this is probably the people we need to rescue, right? As a sim object, it's showing us like little planes. We'll hit direct to on that. That gives us a direct heading to that. I can keep my EFB up and we'll fly into that direction, which seems to be a completely different direction than what dispatch is guiding us to right now. So again, this feature is still in development, still work in progress. It's not perfect, but I see a lot of potential in it. I'm gonna fly towards that, and we could have done this from the start if we wanted to. And usually with search and rescue, they would give you a exact, reference of where to look. It might not be pinpoint, but it'll give you like an area. You have a GPS coordinate and say, hey, it's going to be that latitude this, longitude that, and between maybe the canyon and a river or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And in our case, I didn't have the ability to put the GPS coordinate in, and the avionics are very lacking in the 125. I've been watching a lot of videos lately of search and rescue stuff and seeing some of the helicopters that they actually use in real life for this, and this is definitely one of them, but a lot of them have like a glass cockpit, they have like the FLIR screen, and a lot more high-tech. We got a very basic H125, but gotta make it work. I'll tell you what though, power-wise, it is definitely capable. Right now we're at 8,700 feet, and we're still climbing easily. Let's ask for another updated heading. Alright, dispatch, can I get another heading and bearing to the victim? But I think that's it. I think this is our
Incident site is 1.5 miles north of the aircraft, heading 005.
005, so it's showing that would technically be off to our right, which I don't think is correct. I don't think that's actually working right now. But when it works, it's supposed to give you an actual correct heading to the victim. The victims are actually moving a little bit too. We'll see when we get there. We will be able to see an actual person spawn in. So we're going to climb above this mountain and see if we can get to what I'm hoping is our victims. And we're taking a long time doing this too. They definitely need help. It seemed like the situation was pretty critical. Pretty serious injury. Alright, here we go. Now we were just over here. We were just over here. Let's see. Yeah, this definitely has to be them. This has to be them. I just flew over it, so now we gotta find it. So even though I kind of cheated and put a waypoint or direct to there in my EFB, I still gotta find. I still gotta visually ID the victim or the accident site. Let's see what we can find here. Alright, so this might be a little bit easier. It's not too. There's not too many trees in the area. Let's see what we can find. Slow down first. And I wish we had the version of the 125, or at least the option to remove the doors and windows and make search and rescue ops way easier if we could do that. Alright, so again, looking for a red, I think a red shirt and a yellow backpack. We'll see how accurate that is. I'm gonna get nice and low here. It should be just out here somewhere. Oh wait, I think I see him. I see a person walking. I see a person walking. This might be our guy. Let's check. Let's check. I only see one person. I only see one person. They're wearing blue. This has got to be it. Who else is out here walking around? This has got to be our person. Alright, so we're going to have to hoist. This is too steep. I think this is who we're looking for. Orange backpack, blue jacket. Oh wait, I got a few more. Just up the mountain, I see 2 more people with yellow jackets. I think this is our people. This is who we're looking for. Alright, dispatch, I believe we found the victims. Yeah, we're gonna have to hoist down there. We'll power on our hoist.
Copy that. You found the victims. Proceed with the rescue operation.
Alright, we'll proceed. Let's go ahead and contact the crew, let them know. I think the hoist is on the left side, so we'll flip it around. Try to be stable as possible here. Alright crew, we have found the victims. Prepare for hoist operation.
Copy that, Blue. We're ready for the hoist operation. Just waiting for your confirmation to deploy.
Alright, we'll hover here, should be close enough. Be a little lower though, we gotta be lower for the hoist. Come on. Alright, I think this should be high enough. Alright, that's... We got some downdrafts, I think, happening right now, but I'll have to fight them. Alright, I think we got it. Alright, hover is established. Proceed with hoist operation.
Understood, Blue. We're deploying now to reach Robert and Mary. We'll update you once we have them secured.
Perfect. So, first limitation. For whatever reason, Sobo and Microsoft don't allow third parties to... Well, actually, they just don't allow you to deploy the hoist in free flight, which is stupid, in my opinion. So, the crew is going to go down there, they're going to hoist, they're going to simulate hoisting down, getting the victims, checking the status of the victims. But for whatever reason, we cannot get the 3D animation of the hoist to actually work. Even if you map a button to, you know, deploy hoist, it still won't actually do it. But hopefully they'll unlock that ability in the future. And again, this is a pretty early experimental development of the search and rescue ops for Say Intentions. So I'm hoping that they'll add, you know, the actual people, like an actual rescue crew walking
Blue,
down
we've
there.
located Robert and Mary. Robert has a severe leg injury and Mary is in shock. We're administering first aid and preparing them for transport back to the aircraft.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll actually like show like an animation of all that happening to kind of add a little bit more immersion, you know what I'm saying? Which I think would be pretty cool. But for right now, it's mainly the audio. You know, they're telling you, they're updating you the status, what's happening. It's not always the same. Sometimes it may be more critical than others, or, you know, whatever the situation is, whatever the storyline is. So it's pretty cool to do that. And again, you can do this anywhere you want. Anywhere, anytime, any helicopter. There's no limitation on only flying the 125 or a single aircraft to do it. But I think that they're going to be continuing to develop this, make it better. And honestly, I think our feedback, your feedback, will be really important to kind of help guide them into what they do next, what features they focus on next. But I think it's pretty cool. The fact that Say Intentions, you know, initially was really just made for AI,
Blue, we've got Robert
ATC.
stabilized and Mary is calming down. We're ready to transport them back to the aircraft.
All right, so they're coming back to the aircraft. So my job is kind of to stay here and wait, which is kind of challenging, right? I gotta hold this hover, hold this position until they come back to the aircraft and we can head out. But yeah, Say Intentions initially was just an AI ATC program, kind of like Beyond ATC and the others. But they're really setting themselves apart by adding more specific mission-based type ops and incorporating the same technology, that the AI technology into that. And I think it's pretty cool. Something that we've really never had in any flight sim, from what I can remember. Alright, hold that position there, Blue. Hold position just a little bit longer. A little while longer. And yeah, it's also really hoping that Asobo and Microsoft will unlock the ability to deploy the hoist crew and the hoist and a lot of other stuff for missions. It's not the only...
We've got Robert and Mary on board. They're stable for transport, ready for departure to the hospital.
Alright, good work, guys. We're gonna depart now, head back to the hospital. Strap in. Alright, I'm gonna pull off here. Off to the right.
Copy that, Blue. We're strapped in and ready for the flight to the hospital.
Perfect. Alright, let dispatch know. We got Robert and Mary on board, and we're headed back to the hospital. Alright, dispatch, this is Rescue 6. We have both Mary and Robert on board. They're strapped in, they're safe, and we're heading back to the hospital now. Alright, so we'll just head back to Provo.
Copy that. You're heading back to the hospital with Mary and Robert on board. Safe travels back to the hospital.
Sweet. Alright, dispatch, we'll be dropping the patient off at Provo Airport, and the ambulance will pick them up from there.
Copy that. Drop off at Provo Airport. Ambulance will be ready for pickup.
The medical
Continue to
team
runway
at Utah
36
Valley
for
Regional
landing.
Medical Center is ready for
Alright,
the patients
sweet.
as soon as we touch down.
Nice.
Rescue 6, hover taxi approved to south ramp. Winds 350 at 3. Altimeter 30.50.
Alright, sweet. He's cleared us for the hover taxi to the south ramp. Alright, so we're hover taxiing here at Provo back to our parking spot where we left off. And we'll try to flip around and land it in the circle best we can here. Come on. We got it. Set her down.
Blue Star 12, Roger. Continue climbing.
And that'll do. Here it is, guys. Mission complete. Alright, go ahead and offload the patient and get him to the ambulance.
Patients Robert and Mary are now in the care of the medical team. Mission complete.
Alright, beautiful. Mission complete. Good job, guys. Mission complete. I'll see you at lunch.
Mike. You're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Thanks, Blue. Looking forward to it. See you at lunch.
Nice. Well, guys, that is the Say Intentions Search and Rescue SkyOps. Bit of a first look at that. Really enjoying it. Definitely has potential. A lot of work to do still, but I like where they're headed. Let me know what you think. Your feedback is definitely crucial and important to both me and to them. And thank you so much for watching. Remember, you have three choices. Give up, give in, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. I'm out.
November 883 Mike Papa, Provo Tower. Radar contact 13 miles northwest of Provo. Maintain VFR at or below 8500.
Maintain VFR at or below 7500. Turn Mike Papa.